Hi guys, and thanks for the opportunity to prepare you this informational video. So I'm going to go over the 3 things Google needs to rank your website, show you where you're at and how you can beat out your competition and bring in some new business. So the first thing we're going to do is go into Google and do a keyword search. So a keyword is essentially a term that a potential customer would look for when trying to find your services. So we're going to look for plumbing, San Francisco, California. Again, this is a service. So it's a service you provide in a location you provide it in. So at the top here, we're going to find the companies that are running Google Ads. Below that is what we call the Google Map Pack. So you want your website ranking here as well as below in what we call the organic listings. So let's go over the map pack first. What you need to get your website ranking here is what Google calls citations. And citations are essentially online directory listings. So they want to see your business name, address, and phone number listed in the exact same fashion on several websites across the internet so that they trust that your business is real and legitimate. So when I say online directory listings, I mean things like Yelp, local Yahoo, local Yellow Pages. If you're on Angie's List or Houzz or Home Builders, any of those online directory listings, they're looking for as many as they can find to trust that your business is legitimate and can be ranked up here in the Google Map Pack. As far as ranking organically, we'll go over the 2 things that Google looks there. And I'm going to pull Magic Plumbing since they are at the top of the organic listings underneath Yelp. Yelp doesn't really count. They're not only here at the top of organic listings, but they're also in the map pack. So we're going to pull them and do a little comparison to find out where we're at. So the first thing Google looks at to rank your website organically is content. They want to see several images and at least 1,500 words on your homepage. I think you guys might be a little bit short, so my advice would be to bulk that up. Add some more images. Google loves content. So they want to scan content, and what they're looking for is they're looking for these keyword terms. So you would have any variation of plumbing San Francisco, plumber San Francisco, and the other locations that you work at and any other services you provide. You want to include as many keyword search terms that will get you found. Let's take a look at Magic Plumbing and see what their website looks like. They're also a little short on content, but again, if they're coming in right around that 1,500, you want to make sure you're coming in a little higher than them. So maybe bump it up to 1,600 or 1,700. They definitely have a little more than you. So again, you want to beat them out in content, and you want to have at least the 1,500 words that Google likes to see, and you want to make sure it's full of those keyword terms. So I took your website and plugged it into my database here that I use to see sort of what's going on behind the scenes. And it looks like you guys have 12,000 keywords, but because you're not being found, so for plumbing San Francisco, I actually found you in the middle of page 2. And, unfortunately, not too many people come to page 2. Here you are when they're looking for services. So I did another variation as well and did plumber San Francisco. And you were actually on page 3. So you're definitely missing some relevant keyword terms. Here you are here on page 3. So my advice would be to take a look at these keywords. And the great thing about this program is I can drill right down on this number and see what you're ranking for. If you're ranking for keywords that don't have location involved, you're probably just getting a lot of online traffic from people who couldn't use your services because they're not in the area. So obviously your name is at the top that you're ranking for, but unless somebody's looking specifically for you, they're not going to find you. So that doesn't really count for Google ranking. Most of these I see in here, they're not really relevant to the services you provide, nor are they location specific. So you want to dial in your keywords because you should be found for plumber San Francisco or plumbing San Francisco. So even though you have a lot of keywords, you don't have a lot of relevant keywords. So you need to button that up a little bit and add some more relevant keywords. The second thing that Google looks for is what we call backlinks. And backlinks are essentially referrals back to your website with a link via another online source. So these can be blog posts, guest posts, social media posts, any kind of referrals, a link to your website on a coupon website, maybe anything of that nature. And what Google is looking at is where they're coming from. So these referring domains, you have 1,300 backlinks coming from 230 referring domains, and what they're looking for is quality over quantity here. They want to make sure they're coming from trusted sources. Let's take a look at Magic Plumbing and see what they've got. So they have almost 2,000 backlinks coming from less referring domains, but again, it's quality over quantity. So if they have more quality backlinks, it looks like they have 75 here. You guys have 113. They must have stronger, more quality backlinks here. The great thing about this program is I can drill down on this number, see where they're getting their backlinks from, and implement the same backlinks on your website. I hope this video was informational and gave you some ideas of what you can do to sort of get your website ranking for these relevant keywords. You're welcome to take this and do with it what you would like, but obviously this is something I do. So if you have any questions or if you're interested in getting started on getting your website ranking, please feel free to reach out. I would love some feedback on the video if you have a moment, so a quick note would be great. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.